Hi everyone, Michael here. I'm here with my Flight 2000 today, and I was thinking about doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to do like a little walkthrough and kind of tutorial, kind of talk a little bit about the game, and first and foremost, kind of talk about the alternative ROM that Pinside user Slowcar or Idleman, as he also goes by, have made available to the community. So I've loaded up this. This is version 35 of this particular mod, and I thought we'd just like glasses off here, right? So I'm just going to kind of walk through with a ball and kind of like show some of the new features that have been added to this ROM, right? And there's a quite amount of work that has gone into this, and I must say that this is one of these. This is like my only classic game I have, right? And it's just one of those games that I feel that it definitely needs some more work. It has some really nice like toys going for it. Given this game is from like 1980, and it has speech and all that. It's totally space theme, and I love it, right? So I'm really happy to have played the beta here now. I don't know if this is kind of getting close to a final version, right? And hopefully I will walk through the game and kind of show some of the new features, and after that I'm just going to play a few games and try to roll it. I mean, I played it yesterday and I got 3.7 million, right? I think my previous on the original ROM is like 2.2, 3 ball games, no extra balls, right? So let's see what we can do, right? So let's and I do apologize if there's any like audio and video and sync issues at this time, because I've kind of wired in a few new cameras and a new capture card, and it won't really sync like 100%, and but that's just life. So let's. And I have my game set on credit still, so I have like a sandwich switch, right? But one of the features that is part of this ROM is that you can toggle a free play switch. I'm going to do that as well once I get some more time on fixing up some of these modifications. And another thing he added as well is that you can take the lockout coil from the coin door and replace that with a knocker. So that is something that I'm going to do as well, right? So there is originally on this game there is no knocker, and who uses the lockout coil in the coin door? It's just like nobody, right? So let's fire her up, and if there's any questions, just feel free to hit them in the chat, and we'll take it from there.
One, prepare for mission.
So what you immediately can see here, yeah, let's just get that launch. Let's get that launch sound out of the way. So what you immediately can see here is that there is a light flashing on the top, right? So that is essentially a skill shot. So it's like a random shot. It's a random flashing shot for each ball start, and also for. So it won't start flashing if you're launching a ball during multi-ball or when you have locked a ball in the walker, right? So it's only for every new ball, and once you hit that, let me just grab it here. So that will basically that was a new sound effect, by the way. That sound effect was not in the game before. So that basically gave you 2 letters, right? So it gives you the letter that you have that was lit, and it gives you a bonus letter as well, right? If you happen to have like all the blast off letters lit, it will instead knock down the lit bank target. And I think if you have all the targets down and and you're ready to go, I think it awards you like 25k or something like that. And kind of walking down the playfield here, another neat thing is that I really like is that usually when you hit the slingshots on the original ROM, this light here, to score 50,000, if you do a sweep here, that will score 50,000 if you do that in one shot. And But now that's not strobing anymore, so that is always lit. So you always have a chance to do that that sweeping shot, right? So, and that basically means that you have a certain time to hit those targets and score those 50,000 points, I think it is. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so let's see what else is new. Yeah, so the bonus also it goes to 19,000 now. That is very, because it's quite easy to kind of like rack up the bonus. You rack up the bonus to 10K, right? And that is basically, you do that every ball, no problem, right? So what is done now is you can continue and go up all the way to 19,000. And I had the idea that why can't we just fill the whole thing, right? But that is a lot of bonus, and he did not implement that particular feature. Another neat thing is my absolute number one favorite feature is the ball in play here. When you spin a spinner, right, you will see the number of spins you've made, and that is good. That goes for both spinners, right? So that can kind of like start some rivalry amongst your friends, right? When you kind of like start seeing who can make the most spins, which is quite neat. And so what you also saw here, when you knock down these targets here, you kind of increase the value of the spinner here. And another neat thing is what is implemented is a capability called quick shot. And that quick shot essentially, so the outer inlanes in the game allows you to light a timed feature, right? So the B on the left outer inlane, you light that, and you would shoot that spinner, and that will automatically increase the value of the spinner, right? You see that? I hit B, and that increases. And the quick shot for if you're kind of coming from this flipper is basically if you shoot the that's the standard target here, right? So, and what that will do is it will spot a letter, and that is very useful, right? Because some of these, like the F's and whatnot, is very difficult to spot. Like you can't really hit, you can't aim for an inlane, right? I mean that's just suicide, right? So what you can do is you activate quick shot, you see that light becomes lit. Oh, that was not a really good fling in the ball. So I'm going to light it again. Now you see I spotted the L, right? I can do it again. I spotted A. So that's a very practical feature when you kind of want to incrementally spell blast off without doing risky shots, right? So, and that's pretty neat. And what else is there? So there is there's a 2x and a 3x mode when you qualify the multi-ball, right? So when you got the multi-ball out, let me just get this thing started here. So there we go. So what you can see here is that when you when the ball basically hit the walker, is that it won't start walking until the spinner has fully spun, right? And in the original game, what happened was that you shoot that spinner, you rail that spinner, and you hit the walker. You don't get any points, right? Because they cut off as the ball started walking. So now the scoring opportunity on that particular spinner is bigger once you qualify the multiple once, right? So let me see here. Let me just get another one in there.
Second stage, go, all systems go, commence countdown.
So if you were paying attention here now, what happened is when you hit when you're ready to start multi-ball, there's a dip switch setting that allows you to set a setting so it resets the bank. So you start on 5, right? Original ROM is basically, if you had some drop targets down, you basically had to like drop everything down and then start on 5, right? So now when you get your ball in play, the 5th is lit and you just can do the countdown, right? So let's do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go for mission.
So there we go. Now all the go lights are lit, and pay attention to this. Ah, shite. No.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. There we go.
Blast off.
So the idea here now is that when you have your balls here is that in this particular setting, when you shoot the ball into the walker again, there's a number 2 lit there, and that light. So now you have 2x scoring lits for a duration of time. So while the ball is traversing the maze, you have 2x scoring, right? Okay, I think I screwed that up. Yeah, so okay, so that you basically cannot hit the while the spinner is spinning and you get another ball in there, you won't qualify the 2x. Yeah, it gets a little bit confused there for some reason. Okay, I got all balls in play again, and let's see if I can do this correctly, because I want to see the 3x lit. Okay, I got 2x lit. No, still 2x. Still 2x. But the main difference in the multi-ball mode here, if you kind of usually play the old code or the original code, is that when you play the original ball or original multi-ball, you basically shoot the ball in the walker, and that will lock your balls there. Right? So you won't basically, you lock your balls there, and you got opportunity again to start another multi-ball, right? So in this mode, you kind of like always have the balls in play, which is quite neat. I got 3 left. Yeah, that's the original. Yeah, so that's how you basically have the time. Yeah, so you have to time that. Yeah, I'm cheating. Yeah, I'm just going through the game and kind of doing a little tutorial on how this new alt ROM works. And hi, Leslie. So that's how you basically get the 3x. You basically choke the walker with balls, and you will have 3x lit for a short period of time. And it's supposed to go from 3x to 2x, and I haven't actually seen that. And it's kind of difficult to get because multi-ball on this game is very chaotic, right? So let's see if I have anything else I want to kind of go through. There's yeah, I mentioned it before. It's like there's a free play switch, dip switch, so you can gonna have a massive bonus. Yeah, so we have Idle Man in the chat there, so that's pretty useful. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've figured as well. The walker has to be in the last step with 2x to get the 3x to work. There's no way. Yeah, there's no switch up there. Yeah, that's right. There's a switch on the first. Yeah, there's one switch on the first one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so okay, so you're working on adding an external circuit to make the software pulse much shorter, so that won't happen at all as much. Yeah, but the thing is, getting like 2 balls locked in a walker with as is pretty difficult, right? It's pretty neat that you can do it with if you get the opportunity. Yeah, so I'm just going to drain this ball and put the glass back on and play some games. And if you have any... I didn't clarify. So if you have any questions on the ROMs, if you have any question on the ROM, Idleman is in the chat, so he can probably explain a few things if you have any questions, and I will try to get a big game. Oh, look at that. No, I got only 2.4. Yeah, that's right. I just need to rearrange things, a few things here, and let me see here if I can get the... There we go. Hi. All right, let's see here. We got player audio there. There should be some pinball audio as well. Perfect. There we go. I just need to let's see here. Yeah, you missed the whole tutorial. The thing is, I'm gonna edit the whole tutorial and put it on YouTube tonight or later tomorrow. So that will kind of like be available for download at all times. So let's fire it up. And the thing is, what I usually, I mean, shooting the spinners on this game is the most fun thing to do. I have better luck hitting the left spinner than the right spinner. There is something that's really offset with I can't really hit it cleanly. Unfortunately, I can't really sweep the 3 target bank either. That's also something I need to try to fix. And let's do a 10 million game. So.
Player 1, prepare for mission.
Yeah, and I also have a switch matrix problem on my particular game, and there's something to do with the trough switches and the stand up here. So you can see here I have 2x bonus and 25,000 points, and I'm getting gray hair because of that, but I will get to fix that one point. And it just happens like just every so often. Right? So I'm usually like the first game when the game comes on cold and there's no balls in the walker. That's kind of typical. Yeah, so you can see that I triggered the quick shot thing, right? So I hit the B, I hit the spinner, and that automatically increased the value of the spinner. Come on. I can't remember when I tilted this game the last time. I don't know if the tilt bobbles. Yeah, it's bobbing. It's bobbing. There's a post in the middle I'm trying to bounce off. Oh man, that was like the most embarrassing game either.
Player 1, prepare for mission. Rest stage, go. Second stage, go. Blast. All systems go. Commence countdown.
Ah man. Good ball one, good ball one. So the thing with the bonus countdown, it actually goes faster when you have more X's and you're kind of close to that 19K, right? So you kind of, it's almost like the meteor high pitch thing, right? Which is quite cool.
Five, 4, 3.
Oh man. Skill shot.
One, go for mission.
If you were paying attention, when I got the skill shot, I had blast off lit. It down number 2 for me to take the next lit target in the back.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go!
Blast off.
right, a million game.